Okay, usually this is my cluster. Okay, this is my Cloudera cluster. I will forward you the installation steps, how you need to download, okay, and how you need to install. I will send you the detailed mail to your organizer. Maybe he will forward you to that. How to, okay, the links, how to download it and how to install it. Okay. So now we are going with just let me. So, is anybody from you have aware of Linux commands?
Yeah, I have little bit hands-on experience on Linux command, but I'm not in very much touch. Like I practiced few months back on AWS.
Okay. Okay. Start myself. This is as soon as you install. Okay, you can go to the terminal here. Okay, you will have some terminal. This is the terminal and this is the browser. Okay, so now here you need to create the directories. Okay, suppose ls is nothing but, so ls is nothing but list of directories that you can see. Okay, that means here it is a my batch 10, batch 11, batch 930. These are all my some fold directories. In Windows we can call it as a direct. Suppose I have some folders, but in a Linux we can call it as a directories. But in Linux we don't have the concept called drive. We have only folders. Either you can call it as a folder or directory. That is up to you how you are going to call it. But here we don't have any drive concept. It is a file system. Okay. Even Linux is a file system, and also Hadoop is also a file system. HDFS, Hadoop Distributed File System. It is based on the file system. Now, if you want to create a folder or directory in the Windows, how you are going to do? You just click, okay, right click, new, then you are going to create it. Yes. Okay, directly you are going to create like that. But whereas here you need to create such a way mkdir. First of all, you need to find out in which directory you are. Present working directory, PWD is nothing but present working directory. /home /Cloudera. This is your present working directory. Now, here I want to create a directory mkdir. I'm going to create some batch batch some 11 o'clock. Okay, this is my directory I have created. Now, if I want to list ls, my batch 1100 folder should be existed under the /home /Cloudera. Even /home is also a directory. Cloudera is also a directory. Okay, but in the real time scenario, this will come your user ID. Usually we can call it as a Cloudera is a username. Okay, so in the real time they are going to give some user ID for you. You are going to log in with that user ID. That means you are going to create folders or directories under your user ID. Okay, your user ID is also one directory in the Linux system or Hadoop system. You got it? Okay. Now I'm going to give ls. So I have created some batch 1100 directory here. This is my batch 1100 directory. Okay. Now, if I wanted to change to the batch 1100 directory, suppose if you want to go to the directory, inside that in a Windows system you will click like this, you will enter into the you will enter into that folder. Whereas in Linux it is not like that. You need to give CD. CD is nothing but change directory. CD is nothing but change directory. So I am going to change into BATCH 1100. So now I change it to batch 1100 directory. Now here I'm going to display it ls. Maybe if any files or directories are created under batch 1100, that means subdirectories. Under batch 1100 is a one directory. Even you can create some directories in the batch 1100. So I don't have anything. If nothing is there, it will not display anything. Now even you can create another directory here like this, mkdir, okay, project, pro. That means inside the folder I am going to create another folder like Windows. In the Linux I am going to create inside the directory I am going to create another directory, mkdir prog project. Okay, now if I give ls, you will get the project directory because I have created a one subdirectory under batch 1100. Okay, now if you want to come out from the batch 1100 directory, you need to give cd dot dot. Whereas in Windows, you can just, okay, click here, you will get URL, you can just give this one. Whereas Windows is a GUI, graphical user interface, that is why you have that options. But in the Linux system, you have that, you don't have that options. Okay, but you have it in different way, like you get like this, but in the real-time scenario you will not get like this. As it is a Cloudera image, you are getting like this, but in real-time scenarios, if it is in a Linux system, you don't have this feasibility to go into in such a way. Like here, whatever I have created, it will be stored here. Cloudera home, it is there. Yes, it is like, okay, this one I have created some project. So it is like somewhat Windows, but in the real-time scenarios you will not get like this, as it is a image file system. It is an image, Cloudera image. You having this. Okay. Now I came out from the batch 1100. Now if I wanted to create another subdirectory inside the batch 1100, but my present working directory is not batch 11000. So I can create like this also, mkdir batch 1100 slash, you can create a project 1. Okay, I already created some project directory. I'm going to create some project 2 directory. Oh, sorry, I have given only 100. Okay, 1100. So it is there. Now, if you want to list the folders or directories or files in some particular directory, how you can check? ls, you can mention your directory batch 1100. Like that also you can check it, project 2. So you can check like this also. Okay, you are clear up to here? Any doubts or concerns? Yeah, Sandeep and Prabhakar and even Ankur is also there. Yes.
I'm clear. I'm clear, Ram. I'm good.
Okay. Sandeep seems to be offline. Yeah. Okay, Sandeep. Are you clear? Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now I wanted to create a file in batch 1100. So how can I create a file? See, usually in the Windows, how you are doing? Suppose training, if you want to create any directory, you just go there, new, okay, just go there, give some text document, some file. You are going to give some file name is some hadoop.txt for URL, some file1.txt, something, file1 or whatever the name you want, you can give it. So, but whereas if you want to create a file in Linux system, you should create by giving vi tch 1100 slash, you are going to create some file1.txt. So you whatever the file you want to give it, I am just giving .txt. You don't want to give any .txt or something. If you want to give whatever the name you want, you can give it like this. If you are giving vi means the last after slash, it is going to be considered as a file, not a directory. Okay, directory is batch 1100, file name is file1. Now I am going to create some file1, file1.txt. I am just giving it as a text file. So you will get like this. So you need to press I, that means insert. Then only it will allow you to write something inside this file. Now I am going to write some Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, okay, Friday, and again Tuesday, Monday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, okay, Friday, Monday. Okay, so now okay, now what I am going to do is I am going to, once I have done with my file, okay, I have done with my file. Now I am going to press escape colon W Q and you can give exclamatory character. Okay, now I have created my file, and if I want to see the data, how can I see? Cat, need to give cat batch 1100 slash file1 dot txt. So this is my file. Okay, this is my file. You are clear how to create the file?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I am going to create another directory just to copy the data. Okay, let me see ls. I have already some batch 10 and batch 11. Okay, so ls batch some 10 is there already my directory. Now here I have some emp.txt is there. Now what I am going to do is I am going to copy the data from batch 10 directory to batch 1100 directory. So usually in Windows, how you are doing, copy the data from somewhere. Just for example, you are going to enter into the some folder, project folder. So I want to copy this, just copy, and wherever you want, again you will go there, you are going to paste it. Okay, you are going to paste it like this, but here it is not like this. Here you are going to do somewhat like cp. Okay, cp is the command, copy. Cp usually copy, but the shortcut is CP. CP BATCH10 / emp.txt, where you want to copy BATCH1100. So to batch 1100 directory I am going to copy it. Okay, I copied it. Now ls, if you want to check whether emp.txt is copied to batch 1100 or not, you need to give ls list BATCH1100. So you got the employee directory here, emp.txt, you got it. Am I correct? You are clear with copy command? How to
Yes.
copy the file from one directory to another directory?
Yes.
Okay. Now I wanted to move, cut. Okay, usually you know copy and cut both in Windows system. In the same way here, you need to do move. Okay, let me find in some other directory some BATCH11 directory is there for me. ls BATCH11. Apply. Okay, I will go with batch 930. What is there? Okay, ls BATCH 930. Have a file.txt. Yeah, I have a one. Okay, I have a some clickstream.txt. Okay, I have a some clickstream.txt is there. What I am going to do is I am going to move it. I am going to move from batch 930 to batch 1100. That means not copy, it is a cut. Okay, it is a cut. BA, you need to give MV. MV is nothing but move. Move means it is not going to be copy, it is moving. MV BATCH 930 / clickstream.txt, to where you want to copy? You want to copy BATCH 11. ls BATCH 11. I copied it to 11. Okay. Now I want to I move to BATCH 11. BATCH 11. So if you see it, you have a clickstream.txt. Now you want to move to again. This is a move command actually. So I want to move to our 1100 directory. Okay. So we have created one directory as to our personal practice. So I am going to move again there. MV, where it is in batch 11, BATCH 11. So I am showing the move command 2 times. Okay. First I move to batch 11 or batch 11, and I am going to move batch 1100. Okay. First and BATCH 1100. So this is my requirement. I am moving to here. So once I executed this command, it should not be in BATCH 11. It should be removed. So if you see it here, previously you have this clickstream.txt file in batch 11. Okay. Once I executed this command, okay, you don't have the clickstream.txt in batch 11.11. Now where it is in ls BATCH 1100. So here you have it, clickstream.txt. Okay. Now if you want to see that, you can just give cat BATCH 1100 / clickstream.txt. You need to give the file name, and you can see it. This is my file. Are you clear with copy and move command within the Linux system? Are you clear?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Now if you want to check the size of the file, you can give du. Okay. Du, you need to mention the entire file path name. This is file path. We need to call it as a file path. That means where it is it is in batch 1100 directory. Okay, the file name is clickstream.txt. Now we want to find out the size of this file. Okay, du/bat/ch 1100 slash clickstream.txt. So it is giving the block size of 4 KB. Okay, it is a 4 KB. Okay, now I am going to create the directory in a Hadoop system. Okay, it is a local Linux system. I have installed in this system only. In the Linux mission, I have installed my Hadoop system. So Hadoop file system. That means when you are installing Hadoop, you are going to provide 10% of the space to Linux system, 90% of the space to your Hadoop system. That is up to you. Even in the real-time cluster, they can make it as a for Linux system some 20% or 10%. The remaining space they are going to provide to Hadoop system. So in my cluster, I have assigned total 60 GB is there. 10 GB assigned for local. For remaining 50 GB allocated for Hadoop system, HDFS system. Okay. Now I am going to create the directory in the Hadoop system. Hadoop. If you want to connect to Hadoop, you need to first of all I will show you the what are the services are running in my Hadoop system. Okay, this Hadoop JPS. Okay, it is okay, now I am going to give SU. I need to connect to root. SU Cloudera JPS. Here, these are all. This is a MapReduce component. This is also a Java component. This is a secondary name node component, and Bootstrap is a voice related thing, Linux voice related thing. Node Manager is also a MapReduce related thing. Resource Manager is also a MapReduce thing. Okay, Ranjar is Java related thing, and then here Thrift server is our Hive related server. Okay, we have different components are running here. Okay, so these are all Hadoop services related things. Okay, now how you can create the directory. Suppose if you want to clear the history, you can give clear. Now if you want to find out the history, you can find like this history. So these are all the commands which we have triggered. Okay, these are all. See, it is in, if you want to come out the user ID. Okay, suppose it is the owner of. Okay, so it is the owner actually. You can say root is nothing but root is a one directory which is providing all the access to all the users. To all the access, it is going to be provided by the root. That means root is a admin. So someone should be there in our Linux system to provide all the accesses to all the users. That means in Linux system, so many people are working. As you are working in some project, maybe as 100 people are working or 200 people are working. So in that cluster, so for each and every one they are going to give some ID, and for each and every ID we don't have all the access. Some people will have some only read access. Some people will have some write access. See, even if you know or don't know, I'm not sure. In Windows file system also you can create your own. You can create some folder. And you can set the permissions to that folder. That means no one can open except you. If somebody is trying to open, okay, by connecting to the guest, that means they can set it some password for that. Until if you give that password, then only that they can open. So like that here also we don't have permissions by default. As soon as user ID is created, the root has to give the permissions to you. to write, read, or whatever the access is.
Is it SU is the super user, Ron?
No, root is the super user. SU is means no, SU is nothing but it is like a you can say pseudo user. Pseudo means you can say something called I will tell you that concept. Okay, SU, or you can give some pseudo also. If you can give it, it is going to be changing. It is going to be changing your root. Okay.
Okay.
Pseudo is the SU is nothing but SU root. You don't want to, because here I have only two users. One is Cloudera, another one is root. So I can give SU directly. I will go to the root. Okay, even if you give SU, it is going to be changed to the username. Now SU or root you can give, or if you don't give root also, that is not a problem. Password is Cloudera for that. Okay. SU is nothing but you can call it as some super user.
Right. Yeah, that is what as far as I know, SU is a super user. So, yeah.
Yeah, SU is a super user. Now, if you want to exit from the super user, you can give exit from the root. Okay, so you came out from there. Now, I'm going to clear everything. Now I am going to create the directory in Hadoop system. If you want to connect to Hadoop, you need to give Hadoop space FS. FS is nothing but file system. Okay, FS is a file system. Hadoop is the keyword. Without giving Hadoop, you cannot connect to that. Even you can give some other also in some other way. HDFS, DFS, -mkdir. I am going to create some directory. Tell me any other directory. What the name you want? Whatever the name. So I am giving some batch BATCH 11 PM. Okay, 11 PM. Batch 11 PM. This is my directory name. It is created. You can create in another way also. Hadoop FS -mk dir BATCH 12 PM. Okay, 12 PM also you can create it. 12 PM. Now, if you want to check the how many directories are available in your user ID under your user ID in Hadoop system, Hadoop FS -ls, you will go, if you give like this, you can get it. In the Unix, I just given ls, but whereas in the Hadoop I am giving Hadoop FS -. This is the common one you need to give when you are connecting to the Hadoop. This is a common, it is not going to be changed for any time ever. Okay, never ever it is going to be changed. Okay, until if they are in the Hadoop framework, people itself changing. Okay, in the Cloudera 5.7, it is like this until even from wherever from the edge node also you can connect from here only. Hadoop FS -ls. Hadoop space FS is the common. Okay. Now I have created a two directories. If you see it here, these two are my two directories that is created by now. If you see the timestamp also, 2016 0624 1104 1105, batch 11 PM and last batch 12 PM. You got it?
Yes,
Are you guys clear?
I am clear.
So can I go ahead?
I am clear.
Okay. So now what I am going to do is I am going to copy the data from local system to my Hadoop system. How can I copy? Here if I say some local, usually it is a Linux system. Okay, usually Linux system. Suppose, see, basically in the real time how you are doing is you are not going to copy any business data from the local system. Okay, you are, suppose you are going to create some scripts or something in local and you are going to copy that files into your local system. That is why we are using Linux. Okay, from there you are going to copy the files to Hadoop system to execute them in a Hadoop system. Basically where we are getting the files to our Hadoop system, from any other source system, from Arkill or mainframe or MySQL or SQL server, from different systems we are getting the files. Okay, so now I am going to copy the data from my local system to here. Okay, first I have a data in my batch 1100s BATCH 1100. In the local system I have a clickstream.txt, emp.txt, file1.txt is there. Now what I am trying to do is I am going to copy the data from batch 1100 to okay batch 11 PM in Hadoop system. Okay, that is in HDFS. Now I need to give the command Hadoop fs -copy from local, you can give this also. Okay, this is the command, or else you can give put put also, put, either put you can give it or you can give copy from local, COPY. Okay, copy from caps FROM, okay, caps LOCAL, local. Okay, that also it will work out. Now I'm going to give BATCH 1100. Okay, 1100 slash, what is your file name? Now I am going to copy the emp.txt. Okay, emp.txt, this file I am going to copy, and where I want to copy, the destination directory. This is the source directory. This is a source path. This is source path. Now you need to mention BATCH batch BATCH. Now I am going to give 11 PM. This is where I am going to copy. It is copied. Now I will check whether it is copied or not. Hadoop fs -ls BATCH 11 PM. So is it copied to HDFS or not? Is it copied as? Now want to check the data inside the file. How can I check? In the Windows you can directly go there and you will open, double click, you can get it. But here it is not like this. You need to give Hadoop fs -cat, Hadoop space fs -cat cat, and you need to give BATCH 11 PM. What is your file name? emp.txt. You can give like this. So this is my data under my employee.txt file. Guys, are you clear?
Yes, I understand.
Yeah. What about the other guys like Ankur and Sandeep?
Yes, sir.
I'm the one saying that I'm clear.
I'm good, Ramu. Just a quick question. I think I'm asking because I didn't listen to the previous classes. Though we are working in Linux, but you know, in Hadoop system when you're working, the copy commands are a bit different than the what commands we use in Linux. So Hadoop has a separate command system.
Yeah, see, it will be same, but the keyword here Hadoop FS hyphen is going to be changing basically. See, within the Linux system we are going to use CP. Yes, even within
Yes.
the Hadoop system you can use CP, but you are going to copy the data from Linux system to Hadoop system. That is why
Okay.
you are using put, because that is Linux file system is different, Hadoop file system is different basically.
Okay.
See, Linux
Yes.
file system is a normal file system, whereas the Hadoop file system is a distributed file system. Okay, and that too, the block size is different. In the Linux, the block size is 4 KB, whereas in a Hadoop, it may be 64 MB or 128 MB. It depends upon. Okay, you got it? Okay, so now I want to check the size of this file. How can I check it? Hadoop fs hyphen du batch 11 pm slash emp.txt. It is 268 bytes, not kilobytes. It is a 268 bytes. Okay, it is a 268 bytes. Okay, now you know how to copy the data from Linux to our Hadoop system. Now what I am going to do is I am going to cut the file. That means move. In Windows, I think I already explained you. Within the Linux system, you need to give MV. Okay, MV. Where is the source file? That source directory and file name you need to give, and the destination directory you can give. It is going to be copied into the destination directory. Whereas here it is a different. You need to give Hadoop fs hyphen move from local, MOV, move from, FROM, from LOCL, move from local, HADOOP, Hadoop space fs space hyphen MOV, move from local. So I am going to move from local. So what file I am going to move is file1.txt is there in my batch 1100, batch 1100 slash file1.txt is there, file1.txt. Where you want to move? I am going to move batch 11 pm, batch 11 pm. Now if I check in my local system, file1.txt should not be there. It is going to be moved to batch 11 pm in HDFS system. ls batch 1100. So are you able to see that file1.txt? Previously it was there. Now it is not there because it is moved to batch 11 pm. So I am going to give ls batch. Now I need to give Hadoop fs hyphen ls batch 11 pm. So you got it, yes? Are you clear on this?
Yeah, I understand. This is equivalent to the move command, correct?
So again, what I am going to do is I am going to copy the data within the Hadoop system. Okay, now forget about the Linux system. Within the Hadoop system, within the HDFS, how you can copy the data from one directory to another directory. Like in our Windows file system, it is only one system. How you are going to do? Just you are going to enter into that Windows folder. There you can select that file and copy, right click, copy, and again wherever you want to paste it, you will go there and you will paste in that folder. Yes? Am I correct?
Yes.
Now here it is not like that. It is the same thing like Hadoop fs-cp. I already used the cp command within the Linux system. Yes, within the Linux system, within the Linux folder, within the Linux directories, how you can copy the data from one directory to another directory. In the same way, I am also doing here Hadoop space fs-cp batch, okay, 11 pm / emp.txt to where I want to copy. I am going to copy in the Hadoop system itself batch 12 pm. I have another thing 12 pm. So it is copied to 12 pm. Okay, now let me check whether it is copied or not. Hadoop space fs-ls batch 12 pm. So you got it? I copied to my batch 12 pm emp.txt. So now how you can move the file within the Hadoop system, how you can cut it, cut and paste. You can give Hadoop fs. It is a very simple. If you want to do within the Hadoop system, you need to give Hadoop fs-cp. If you are doing from local system, you need to go copy from local rput put. Okay, that is the only difference to there and here. Okay, whereas if you are doing copy from local or put, first path is your input file path. Where is the file in the Linux system? You need to go into specify, and you are going to specify the HDFS directory. Okay, in the destination place. Whereas here, you both are HDFS directories only. Both are HDFS input file, input path file, and output directory. Now Hadoop fs, Hadoop space fs -mv. You need to give mv. Even in Linux system also, what I have given mv command only to cut the data from one. That means move, how you can move is you can mv the source directory and destination directory I have given. In the same way, Hadoop space fs-mv, okay, batch 11 pm / okay, what is the file name? file1.txt. Where you want to copy? You want to copy batch 12 pm. Okay, so if I execute this command, file1.txt should not be in batch 11 pm. It is copied to, it is moved to batch 12 pm. Now Hadoop fs-ls batch 12 pm. Okay, it is there in batch 12 pm. So if you see it here, the batch 11 pm, it should not be there, file1.txt. Got it? Are you clear? So
Yes.
previously in batch 11 pm, I have my file1.txt. If you see it here, I have my file1.txt. But now after I executed this command, it is got deleted and it is moved to batch 12 pm. So are you guys clear?
Yes, I'm clear.
Okay. And I am not hearing from somebody else. I think
I'm good, Ramu.
yes, Sandeep. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm clear. Sir, one
Okay.
more question.
Yeah,
Can you
hello?
make a direct? Can you create a directory in the Hadoop file system?
Yeah, I already created a batch 11 p.m. and batch 12 p.m. I only created. Now I will show
Okay.
you. No, you want to know how to create the directory in Hadoop system?
Yes, sir. I just tried in my system, but it says name node is in safe mode, so you cannot have a right to create. It is saying something. So, whether it is same for all Cloudera or only in my system it is working like this. I don't know. That's what I need.
No, so you are getting any error?
Yes, sir. I am getting an error like name node is in safe mode, so you are not able to create a directory in the Hadoop.
So you need to unlock that safe mode. Okay,
Yes.
I will send you the one command. You can
Okay.
give that command, or I will tell you some options. Go there and modify it. Okay,
Thank you.
so uh, so that you cannot. It will be in normal mode, not in safe mode. Maybe I will
Okay.
check whether here the option is available. Let me check. So here safe mode is off. Okay. Can you time me? Actually, you need to go there in Cloudera Manager and you need to. Okay. I
Okay.
will command how to. I will send you the command. So you are using the same Cloudera or some other thing you are using?
I am using Cloudera itself, but it's a
The
training
same,
Cloudera. Yeah.
the same
The
thing which
same.
I have sent you or
Yeah.
different one?
I think I installed before itself. So Cloudera training VMware. I just got it from my friend last month only I just installed it.
Okay, I will send you one command. Okay,
Okay.
you can modify that. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Thanks. I will try and
So now, so are you clear up to here? Yes. Now, how you can copy the data from Hadoop system to local system? How you are going to copy the data from local Hadoop system to local system? Okay,
copy
let
it
me
from
first of
local.
all find out lsbatch 1100. I have a Clickstream employee project. Okay, so I don't have file1.txt in my local system of batch 1100. Okay, I don't have file1.txt. So now I am going to copy the file from Hadoop system. Okay, in batch 12 p.m. I have a file1.txt. So now I am going to copy that file from batch 12 p.m. of HDFS directory to my local system of batch 1100. How I can do that is you can do it in two ways. Hadoop fs hyphen copy to local also it can work out. Copy to local it will work out. Copy to local we need to give batch 11 pm slash emp.txt. Where you want to copy? You want to copy to batch 1100 batch 11 c. Here the source and destinations are going to be reversed. If you are doing from Hadoop to local, The source directory is Hadoop and the destination directory is Linux system. Obviously it is same as wherever you are copying, that is a source, where you are going to copy, that is a destination. Are you clear?
Yeah, I understand.
Okay, so you should give the source directory HDFS when you are copy the data from HDFS to local, and the destination directory should be your Linux directory. Okay, now you can give the copy to local, or either you can give get also. Put get. Put is for from local to Hadoop system. Get is for from Hadoop system to local system. You can give this also. Either way it will work out. So it is telling already file existed. So employee.txt is there already. So I'm going to give some file1.txt. File1.txt I'm going. It is there batch 11. So sorry, it is in 12 p.m. and it, because I moved from there to here. So it is in 12 p.m. The file 1 is in 12 p.m. Okay, it is in 12 p.m. It is copied from Hadoop system to local system. Now you can give ls batch 1100. So file1.txt is there. So move command is not going to be working from HDFS to local. Okay, move it will not work. Still now move is not implemented in from Hadoop system to local system. Okay.
I'm sorry, so is get the same as copy to local?
No, this command is from Hadoop system to local actually. Get is from, you are going to copy the data from Hadoop system to local system.
And what does copy to local do?
What is?
Copy to local that we did above? Didn't we
The
use
file
copy?
it is going to be copied from HDFS system to our Linux system.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. I understand.
Whereas move option is not available. See, move is available in all the areas. Within the Linux you can move it. Okay, from the local system to Hadoop system also you can move it. Within the Hadoop system you can move it. But from Hadoop system to local system, Unix, local is nothing but, if I say local, that is a Linux system. Okay, if I say it is a local, it is a Linux system. If I say Hadoop, it is a HDFS system. Okay.
Got it.
So cut is not going to work in from Hadoop to local, whereas from local to Hadoop it is going to be working. Yeah, are you clear?
Yes.
These are all some small, required and some available commands in HDFS. But in Linux we have so many commands. These are all the required commands for to practice Hadoop. Okay, you need to practice all these commands if you want to work on Hadoop. So is it okay for you guys?
I'm clear.
Okay.
Yes, yes, sir. I have one more question.
Yes.
Copy to local is from copying from local to Linux to Hadoop, right?
Yes.
But copy to local, is there any command? I think you said before
Yeah.
that
This is what is copy to local. Hadoop fs-get.
it's nothing. Both are. I mean, you can use both. Either of them.
Yeah. Copy to local also you can use. Get also you can use.
Okay, got it.
Both you can use. But move is not going to be happen from Hadoop to local. Whereas from local to Hadoop it is there, but from Hadoop to local it is not there.
I have one more question.
Yes.
We just moved from here to HDFS file system, right? It's also
Yes.
replicated 3 times, even what we copied, like file 1, file
Yeah,
2.
obviously.
It,
Whatever
it,
the data that we are storing in HDFS, that is
it
going
will
to
be
be
replicated.
replicated. Yes.
And one more question is,
Yes.
if I want to delete a file in the HDFS, it will delete all the 3 of them, or only one of them?
Okay. So only one. I will show you deleting directory also. I forgot to. Sorry guys. Okay. So if you want to delete the directory in local system, you can give file. You can give rm. Okay, batch. Okay, batch 1100. I want to delete file1.txt. You can just give file1 dot file1.txt. So it will be asking, yeah, you want to remove it. Yes, you need to give y. So it will be deleted. Now if you see it in batch 11.0, my file1.txt is not there. Okay. In the same way, if you want to delete the directory in file in the HDFS system, you can delete. First, let me check what are the files are existed in Hadoop fs-ls batch 11 pm. So emp.txt is there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let me check in 12 p.m. What is there? 12 p.m. In 12 p.m. I have file1.txt. So now I want to delete that file. How we can delete that? HDFS Hadoop fs-rm slash 12 p.m. slash file1.txt. Deleted file1.txt. You can delete in this way. Okay. Now, if you want to delete a directory either in Linux or Hadoop system, if the data is there, it will not be deleted. Usually, if the data is there, it is not going to be deleted.
I
Okay,
think
it
there
will
is a
say the data.
command we can delete
Yeah,
directly
yeah.
with.
Yes, yes, it is there. rm minus rf. I will tell you that command. Usually, it will say if the data is there inside the directory, usually it is not going to be deleted. For the rmdir. Suppose now if you see it, Hadoop fs hyphen ls batch 12 pm. Okay, it is there. Okay, I have a emp.txt data is there in my file. So now if I will try to delete with this command, Hadoop fs hyphen rmdir. Usually this is the command to remove the directory. Okay, rmdir. Now I will try to do it batch 12 pm. So directory is not empty, it will show. Now, okay, if we say it is saying directory is not empty because I have a data in my directory. So now I am going to give another command, Hadoop fs rm minus rf. Sorry. Hadoop fs hyphen RM minus RF. Hadoop plus -RM. Okay, -R I can give. Yeah, it is deleted. Okay, this directory is got deleted. That means we are forcefully deleting the directory. This is the command to delete the directory. Forcefully we are going to delete it. Okay. If
Yes.
if no data is there, RMDIR is going to be working. If some data is there, RMDIR is not going to be working out. You need to forcefully delete. Are you clear?
Yes. Yes, Ram.
Okay, I will continue from tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow I will take 2 hours class. Okay. Tomorrow and day after tomorrow I need a weekend class for you guys.
Yeah. Cool.
And from Monday our class timing is going to be changing. It will be from 9:30 to 10:30. Our Indian IST timing.
Okay. Right. No
Sir,
problem.
But there was room noise. Could you repeat
hello, sir.
Could you repeat?
Hello?
Can you repeat?
Is the class tomorrow and day after tomorrow? Saturday?
Yeah. Yes.
So at the same time?
The same time. No, I am planning for 9:30 to 10:30.
Yes. Please start as early as possible, like 8 o'clock.
Yeah, okay, do one thing.
For me.
No, check with your organizer. Maybe tomorrow and day after tomorrow we'll plan according to your timings. Okay, from Monday it will be from 9:30 to 10:30.
Okay, sir.
Oh,
When I can update the for tomorrow and day after tomorrow?
Yeah, you can check with him. Maybe he will check with you guys and he will call to me.
Okay.
Okay. You can. Maybe I will ping you. Just a minute. Maybe is there. Yeah, are you there,
Yes.
Venkat? Okay, maybe I will. You can after the class, you people can check with him. Or else just let me know what is your convenient timing for tomorrow for all of you three guys.
8 o'clock for you IST time.
That means tell me in my Indian timing, IST.
Yeah, 8 p.m. Yes.
So is this 11 p.m. is okay for you guys? 11 p.m. This the same time.
Hey, your convenience. I'm just asking you if it is possible as early or not. That's it. Nothing more than that.
Okay, the same time is today. Is it possible for the same time?
Yes, sir. Yes, that's fine.
I'm okay with any time. Tomorrow and tomorrow.
Okay, we'll have by the same time, 11 p.m.
okay.
Okay, I'm fine with that. No problem.
At the same time, tomorrow is also same time we are going to have the class.
Okay. Will this be all 7 days in a week?
Yeah, can you speak loud? I'm not getting your voice.
It's going to be so it's going to be same time tomorrow. Will it be every day of the week?
Oh, hello.
I'm sorry. Could we? One moment.
Hi, I'll tell you for that. I understood. It's the same time tomorrow classes and day after tomorrow, and from Monday onwards, I'm not sure what he said.
Monday onwards will be 9:30. Our just it will be 1.5 hour ahead.
1.5 hour earlier?
Yeah.
From Monday it will be 1.5 hour ahead.
For Monday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So is there going to be a lecture during the weekend?
Yeah, we have a class in the weekend. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay. Which day? Saturday or Sunday?
Both days.
Okay. And will that be at the same time as today?
Yes, same time.
Okay. And from Monday onward, it'll be an hour and a half ahead.
Yeah, from Monday onwards, 1 hour ahead.
Okay. All right. I understand.
Okay. Okay. See you guys.
Thank you for the lecture.
Okay. Okay, sure, we'll meet tomorrow. So please try to practice the commands. I will, no, he will forward you the how to install the cluster. That means it is very simple. You have a one link. You need to download the image file from that link, and you need to extract that file into some any of your folders, either D or E or C, whatever it may be. I don't mind. And as well as you need to install some VM player. That means that you need to download it and you need to install it. Then you need to browse the extracted file from the VM player. So I have mentioned all the steps in my mail. I already forwarded to Venkat, your organizer. You can check with him. So he will forward you the how to install the how to do the installation.
Yeah. Ramu, just now Venkat asked me for your permission to share with. So I said you are fine with that in the mail. So if he asks you, please say the same so that I can practice in the weekend earlier 3 classes. So,
Is okay to send the mail to your mail ID?
oh yes, I shared my mail ID with him, and he was asking that if the trainer is fine, I can share with you. I said I spoke with the trainer in this class starting, and he's fine sharing videos with me. So that in starting 3 videos, I'll cover up, and from Monday onwards, we'll be on the same path. So that's fine.
So videos are with it, not with me actually. Videos are with organizer only because I don't have access to recording.
He
He is
asked your
the
permission. He asked your permission. He said if the trainer is fine, I can share. So that's what I'm saying. If he asks you, just say that.
yeah. You can take it, but don't upload anywhere. Any
No, no,
in
obviously not.
YouTube.
No, 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 no,
Okay,
surely not.
don't share to anyone. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Go ahead. Okay. Okay, guys. I'll meet you tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Bye.